We often feel that our students find it really difficult to come up and participate in any competition. It really takes in a lot of coaxing from the part of teachers to make them come in and prepare and participate in the inter-school competitions. We also feel that when they have to speak for 1 minute during the ASL exams in English, they take almost a month to prepare. This is probably because they don't get too much of an opportunity to come on stage and speak. We feel that we could have a weekly general assembly for the senior secondary section wherein we prepare our students to come up on stage and where every student will compulsorily get at least one turn to come up on stage and speak. This will really boost up their confidence and it will not make them shy away from audience every time they are to prepare something to speak. Moving further, we also find our students shying away from taking responsibilities and also facing a lot of trouble working in groups. We feel that involving our students also in the working of the system could be helpful. This can be done by forming a lot of different committees. Some examples like forming a discipline committee, wherein for any event, for the assemblies, our students also take care of the discipline maintained. Next, the magazine committee, the event management committee. Here, we can inculcate a sense of responsibility in our students. They will learn how to work in groups and they will also learn to be more organized. This will not make them fumble at the sight of slightest stress that they are given. We, the senior secondary team of Udgam, have already put the points we discussed on our list of achievable goals for the year. Your support, suggestions and cooperation will surely help us to achieve these goals. Together, we can take Udgam to a level where we can soon see our school as one of the topmost schools of India. Thank you. Your questions?
In the beginning, it was mentioned slow learners. Like, is it, I don't know whether we all agree to it, that we don't tag our children as slow learners, right?
Ma'am, it's not about tagging our children, but when it comes to certain level of preparation, we need to be aware of the facts and then we need to make a proper action plan to get done with that, to help them out. Ultimately, we are helping these students. So strategizing it that way will be definitely much, much better than just treating everyone equal and making our lessons in an average way which are not approachable or reaching or getting communicated to all the students who are present in the class.
But then the term, I really disagree to that, you know. You could have used something else because we never used that term.
Maybe you can suggest one.
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Special children.
Special children. Yeah, all are special for us, gifted as well as special children.
As we have done successfully in the middle school, we are not going to put a label on them. But unless we know the abilities of children, we cannot teach them. We cannot improve them. So we need to know this. The children are not going to see this. And secondly, we have done it successfully in the middle school. You know, the children who are going to the remedial teacher, I would really like to appreciate Shivani if she's here. Shanti is not with us any longer. But they did a wonderful job. Let us get away from these sentimental and emotional issues and realize that there are some children who cannot learn at the same pace as others in the class. So they have to be taken out of the class, treated differently and taught differently. And let me tell you, those children who went to these classes, they were really happy. Because in the regular classroom, they were not able to ask questions because they would feel, oh, will everybody laugh at me? Will they think such a foolish question? So they don't ask questions. But in the small class, where the teacher had about 8 or 10 children, they were very confident and they came out with questions. And they were explained all the things in a different way, easier way, which they could understand. And not only teaching them, even during exams, we pulled out such children. And that they sat separately and they wrote even better. The teacher did not help them in answering the question. She only kept on prodding them. Read the question, understand, keep writing. She only did that. But that made a lot of difference. And we saw from the beginning of the year to the end, if you watch their progress, many of them really improved. And it's not that these children have to go to the classes throughout the year. Once we feel they can be put with the class, we put them back there. So, I just want to stress, the slow learners, gifted learners are not a label for the children. It is for us to identify the abilities of children, whether it is the classroom or the exam. You know, during exams, these children do not write, they keep thinking. And looking at all the others who are writing, they become very nervous and anxious that I don't know anything, others are writing. So when they were put in a smaller group, they performed much better. And I really appreciate those 2 teachers, special educators we have in our school. Very sorry that one of them had to leave, but Shivani is still here with us.
Well, that was really good and a fruitful discussion and a good piece of learning from Radhika ma'am. HR, admin, non-teaching staff, they make it the backbone of the school. Udgam has stood firmly to see the day of Golden Jubilee due to the hard work and relentless efforts of these departments. They stand behind the curtain and manage the gigantic piece that we are. Please welcome Ms. Sejal, Ms. Nimisha, and Ms. Reena to present their ideas for innovation in the coming year.
First of all, good morning, one and all present here. I think you all are knowing us. We are representing non-teaching staff. Today we all are here to discuss about quality in education. Would like to start with, quality education is not an easy concept to qualify. What are the basic requirements for the quality education is? It is meaningful, worthwhile, and responsive to individuals and social needs. Working with a non-teaching staff, I believe that quality education is not, quality education is more of a teamwork being than an individual departments. We would have not got so much of insight of the importance of quality education without the support of our honorable principals, Radhika ma'am, Pratima ma'am, and Vilu ma'am. And yes, I must say, our executive director, Mr. Manan Choksi, without his enormous support, this change in Udgam would have not been possible. Now, what does quality means in the context of education? Yes, it is updating ourselves at every point. What it means in quality education to us. Now, I would like to discuss where do we stand in the quality education. First is administration is the best key of any organization. Good individual projects in both the branches have been set up by administration with the help of management. I would like to discuss such projects which are executed in last 3 years. It's like an auditorium, temple, then new improved badminton court, AC installed in all the classrooms at Jodhpur branch. New RO systems we have installed in both the branches. Then I can say one more is a reverse bore system. Jodhpur branch was having a very big issue of waterlogging, and this year we have solved out that problem by putting reverse bore system, and it is really a very thankful project done by the management and the administration. All these projects are executive under the guidelines of our efficient administrator head, Mr. Gautam Choksi and Mr. Dinesh Shah, who have always been very supportive and helpful, and without their support, this task would have not been possible. Now I would like to hand it over to Nimisha ma'am, and she would continue with the other points.
Thank you very much. Good morning to you. Good morning to you all. I'm Nimisha. I'm PA to Principal in Udgam School, and I'm very thankful to be a family member of Udgam School. Thank you very much. I'm here to talk about admission process. In Udgam School, we have a good team which looks after admissions. Our application process is online, and deserving candidates are given a chance based on vacancies. The entire process involves people right from the front office to the admin head. Our principal directly looks into admissions for students in class 11 when we admit students in bulk from other schools too. Our admission process is very smooth and error-free. Now, I would like to talk about our HR department. We provide induction to all new recruits and other basic necessity materials. We look into human resource as a regular basis, which prominently includes payroll, leave policies, and so on. I'd like to now give opportunity or chance to Reena ma'am to say something.
Thank you, ma'am. Housekeeping. The housekeeping in Udgam as par excellence. Apart from maintaining very clean classrooms, offices, corridors, and surrounding, they take care of our individual smallest needs. Canteen. The canteen here has a wonderful ambience, and children can sit under the shade of nature to enjoy their food. The food needs improvement in terms of variety. We are looking into that. Front office. Our front office is the face of the school. They literally filter visitors who come to the school and attend all calls from parents and outsiders. Being in the front office is not an easy job, as one is faced with a variety of issues at all levels from both outside and inside. I would like to invite Sejal ma'am.
Would like to continue with the such more points. It's an IT department. We have an IT department. First of all is, what is the role of information technology in education? The role of information technology in education is exploring the potential for technology to redefine the terms of teaching and learning. Udgam is a techno-savvy school, and we used IT in all the fields. We have a strong IT department who works with the other staff. We have a very strong IT department. They are working hand in hand with the other departments, I can say that. And to ensure the efficiency, this year we have, last year, we have introduced web portal, which is helping a lot to the parents to keep themselves updated with the details of their child academic reports and the other so many academic details, with the academic parts. And we are looking forward further for the more changes we can apply in the next coming years. Other point is security. We have a strong group of security personnel who take care of day-to-day safety and security of the school. They even manage the traffic situation, which gets quite out of control sometimes. And their role becomes prominent during the peak hours. And we are again looking the same support from the security part also. And we can keep moving forward with the other changes in the securities also. Now, I would like to hand it over to Nimisha ma'am to continue with the further points.
Thank you. To have the smooth functioning of the school at all levels, facility at the Udgam school is introduced to have the solution to the problems the moment it starts. Our Manish Bhai working very hard for the same. Thank you, Manish Bhai. Now, what and how we can help to have a quality education? I can say, keep improving by taking trainings and passing that to others and incorporating in our daily work culture. Secondly, by sharing updates on time, we are open to change for the better. Maintain quality relation by being a bridge for the entire Udgam family. A single hand can't do anything, but hands together can do a lot. We are very thankful to the management to give us a platform by arranging these professional events. Thank you very much.
Any questions?
Thank you all for presenting a great plan. I would like to summarize a little bit. We expected a lot of easy to do steps which are measurable. However, the last presentation was more about the past than the future. So a plan is a forward-looking thing, and we want easy steps which people can implement, and we can measure next year whether it has been achieved or not. So a simple things starting from the pre-primary, they mentioned that we'll be visiting other schools, to the higher secondary mentioning that we'll be visiting other schools on the day of board exams to give the admit card photocopy. So these are some simple steps. Usually I would recommend that whenever you do sit for planning, try to have, you may start with lofty goals in mind, but when you want to implement, execute and measure, you have to have very easy steps. So with that said, I think it's a first effort when all of you have contributed in some other way to the conference.